Dear ancestor, your tombstone among the rest, neglected and alone. The name and date are chiseled out on polished stone. It reaches out to all who care. Is it too late to mourn? You did not know that I'd exist. You died, and I was born. Yet each of us are cells of you in flesh and blood and bone. Our blood contracts and beats a pulse entirely not our own. Dear ancestor, the place you filled 100 years ago spreads out among the ones you left. Who would have loved you so? I wonder if you lived and loved. I wonder if you knew that someday I would find this spot and come visit you. Welcome to the ritual.
And a mystic embrace, a tale of the riddles of this ethereal space. Whispers of midnight, spirits from realms untold, in this line of despair. Your secrets behold, with ancient incantations and a mystic sway, uncover the mysteries of the spectral display.
I am Sarah Good. I am the sacrifice for tonight. We welcome you to our space. Seraphina Bloodthorn, Hell, and the evil angel are here. We will cast our circle and invoke the spirits. Tonight, as we go forth, we invite you to gather your magical items, the blood of your enemies or the blood of your loved ones. We encourage you to drink with us tonight. We will start, and once the circle is cast and the ritual has begun, you are more than welcome to put your questions in the comments. Chat away, join in. But for now, we're going to cast some magic. Join us, won't you? Please welcome the Queen of the Damned.
Hello. My name is Seraphine Bloodthorn, about 3,000 years old, and I come from the clan in Florida, where I'm in charge of all the vampires on the East Coast. But first, to start out tonight, we are going to open the circle. So, let's get to it. From the graves and crypts, where the dead lie in endless sleep, I call upon thee, spirits of the north, rise from the earth, from the bones and dust of the cursed, to serve me in this sacred rite. As Queen of the Damned, I command the earth to tremble and yield to my eternal power. Hail North.
Hail North.
From the howling winds of the forsaken lands, where the cries of the lost echo in the void, I summon thee. Spirits of the east, bearers of sorrow, of curses carried on the breath of the damned, come forth. I, queen of the damned, commend the winds to despair to enter the circle. Hail east.
Hail east.
Hail east.
From the flames that consume the souls of the cursed, I call upon thee, spirits of the south. Burn with the fires of wrath and fury, the eternal blaze that devours the forgotten. As queen of the damned, I commend the fires of torment to rise in my name, igniting this circle with your internal heat. Hail south.
Hail south.
From the cold depths where the cursed souls drown their sorrow, I summon thee. Spirits of the west flow like the tears of the damned. Blackened waters of despair and loss, by my decree as queen of the damned. Left the tides of misery forgotten, memories of flood the space. Hail west.
Hail
west.
By the blood of the forsaken, by the cries of the lost, I command the forces of the corners to heed my call as queen of the damned. I hold dominion over the cursed. The broken and damned, spirits of darkness and despair, gather at my feet and lend me your power. So it is, and so it shall ever be. Hail to spirit.
Hail to
Spirit.
We have casted the circle. Join me, won't you?
Hello, loves. This is Hell here. Today I'm going to be leading you through preparing and setting our spell, okay, before we move into receiving these deep messages this Samhain season. So now that the circle is cast, I want to share with you the ingredients. Now, we are all casting this spell here. If you would like to join in, we invite you to use your own ingredients and your own tools. If you don't have those on hand, or if you would like to just be in space, we also invite you to do that. But if you would like to follow along, what we are using is an item for cleansing. So we have Florida water. I think all of us have Florida water.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the bottle itself looks like. If you want to purchase the official Florida water, there's also a lot of recipes online. Florida water is an amazing cleanser because spirits seem to really love it too, especially in my experience. So I really like to cleanse and set space for the spirits with Florida water. So I'm just going to spray some of that now. I just have it in a little spray bottle for ease. Now, you can use any kind of cleansing you'd like. You can also ring a bell.
Some you wanting to sing down the road.
Bells are awesome because they invite in higher vibrational spirits with that beautiful sound. Now, for this spell, you also need a candle. Any kind of candle you like. I have this purple chime candle. We have some black candles, some different kind of candles here. You guys can see a 7-day candle there. Whatever kind of candle you want to use is perfect. Then we want some psychic oil, okay? So any kind of psychic oil, divination oil, anything, third eye oil, that kind of stuff. If you don't have a blend of your own, just use olive oil, okay? That's a really good substitute. Now, we have psychic herbs. Now, as you guys know, there are a bazillion different things that you could use. So we've narrowed it down to these ones today. We have jasmine here. Okay, we're going to go through the properties and all of that later. We have some rose. Some eyebright. And everyone's just showing what they've got. Sorry, guys. I know I'm out of whack here. Calendula. Some wormwood. And some cornflower. So again, and rose. I don't think I actually showed my rose. So again,
I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I did want to remind everybody that I did pin the Discord. So if you want to follow along with what Hell is doing, click the Discord and go to show updates and you can see the ritual we're doing.
Yes, we have the whole PDF for you guys as well. So I also have some rosemary here. This is an extra. Rosemary is a very powerful guardian. So I just really wanted that in our space today, just putting up that protection. Okay. Then some incense. So you can have any kind of incense you like, a stick, cone. You might make some loose incense. Okay. So I really like loose incense. And I just realized that I was going to show you guys how to do a charcoal disc a lot earlier, so we're going to see if it's going to work. I just want to show you, because a lot of people are uncertain about charcoal. You need to leave it long enough to actually be ready. A lot of people are smothering their charcoal before it's ready, thinking that their charcoal discs are old or something. Now, the first thing is we recommend that you use tongs. I never do, but I haven't been burnt yet. So you'll see that it sparks, sparking. First, the whole disc needs to spark. Then the whole disc needs to turn gray. And at that point, it is then ready to use. So I'm just going to let it sit down here doing its thing. You can see it's still sparky. So it takes at least 15 to 20 minutes, you guys. So if you're using loose incense, give your charcoal enough time to actually light. Okay. So we have that. And then just a piece of paper and a pen for your petition. Okay, so we can get a little bit specific and write exactly what it is that you guys want to know. All right, so we are going to begin now by cleansing that space. I invite you to do that. If you have not already, you can spray some Florida water, ring a bell, light some sage if you like that, whatever it is you want. Okay. And then we're going to chant, by water's flow and spirit's might, I cleanse this space on Samhain night. With sacred power, pure and bright, I open the way to clear insight. Thank you, spirits.
Thank you,
and now we're going to take our candle, and we do need a carving tool. I just realized I didn't prepare one earlier. You can use a nail, you can use a pen, you can use an incense stick, or a knife. I do have one of those right here. Perfect. So what you want to do is you can write your full name and date of birth that ties the spell specifically to you, and then write down or draw symbols of, psychic insight. You might draw a pentagram. For me, that's a very empowering symbol. You might draw an eye, okay, for that psychic insight. You might write words like psychic insight or whatever, okay? Whatever it is that you want to do here, you're welcome to do that. So we're just going to take a minute to carve those candles. And if you're using a candle that just has the top, you can draw on it instead with Sharpie if you want to design it, or you can just carve the very top of it, okay? Whatever you want to do. So I'm writing psychic insight. I'm keeping mine open because I'm holding this space for all of you. Okay, so I'm not doing this spell for myself specifically. So I'm writing something a little bit general. And let us know in the chat when you're finished with that. Pop a heart in the chat when you are all candle carved and ready to go.
Yes, if you're following along, please let us know. We are going to be more chatty and communicative once the circle and everything is set. We will begin to have our normal set, but we're in ritual tonight. We're all joining in ritual tonight.
Okay. You can just charge up your candle if you've finished carving. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, spirits. All right, now we can dress our candle with some psychic oil. Now, when we're dressing candles, this is another word for anointing, by the way. When we are anointing an inanimate object, it's called dressing. So you just get some on your hands, and when we are drawing something in, so today we are drawing in spiritual messages, you can either start from the center or the base and pull that towards you. Okay, we're drawing in psychic messages today. Thank you, spirits. Drawing in those psychic messages, may they be clear. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, spirits. By this flame, the path is bright. open my heart and clear my sight. Messages flow both near and wide on this sacred Samhain tide. Thank you, spirits. Okay, now we are going to work with our herbs. So it depends how you guys want to do this. You can combine all of the herbs you're using into a bowl or onto a plate, and then you can roll your candle through that. Or you can sprinkle them onto your candle, or you can sprinkle them around your candle, okay, which is what I'm going to be doing today. So I'm just going to pop you down here so you can see what we're doing. So I'm going to take my lighter and I'm going to show you, I'm going to melt the end of this and stick it to the plate. This is something you can do if you don't have a candle holder of the right size. So I just let it drip a couple of times and then press. Let it dry for a minute. There you go. Okay. So Rosemary is here as our guardian. Rosemary, I ask you to guard and guide this ritual. I ask you to be in this space. Hold out anything that is not for the highest good of anyone who is here and participating today. Thank you, spirits. Only that which is for our highest good may enter. Thank you, spirits. And now some jasmine. My hands are quite slippery.
I know, mine are too. I almost dropped my candle on myself.
Okay, so we're adding jasmine here for psychic receptivity and psychic dreaming. What you guys might find with spells like this is you may or may not receive a specific message today, but you are sending out a message to the universe that you're open and receptive. So the messages will come to you, okay? They'll come through dreams, they'll come through synchronicity, they'll come through conversations, whatever it is, it's going to come. So have faith in that. Have that knowledge that you are opening now, okay? Don't put all of your, it must come through right at this moment. Remember, we're only just entering Samhain season, okay? So give it time to work. Next, we have some calendula. Bless this calendula for luck and for successfully opening the third eye, successfully receiving spiritual messages. Whatever it is, that is the specific desire of the participant. Thank you, spirits. Okay. And then we have rose. So rose is wonderful for heart opening, okay? Giving that protection to the heart and allowing it to be fully open and ready to receive those messages. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, spirits. Next, we have some eyebright. So eyebright is wonderful for opening the third eye and gaining spiritual vision. Bring a spiritual vision open. Third eye. Thank you, spirits. And ask for clear vision. Thank you, spirits. Then we have star anise for clarity, psychic vision.
Yes. Love star anise.
Yes, and psychic dreaming as well. It's the best. And it's so pretty.
It is gorgeous.
And it smells like Zambuca.
Zambuca. I like to get nice whole ones. This is absolutely not necessary, but
I got mine at the grocery store. So if you're ever looking for star anise, grocery store.
Most of the ingredients I have in my witchcraft practice are from the grocery store.
Yep.
That's where you can get them really cheap. Sometimes eBay is great, in Australia anyway, for bulk herbs. That's just a little tip for anyone. Okay. So next we want some wormwood. So wormwood calls to helpful spirits, which is who we're wanting to invite into. Actually, I'm going to go on rose. Who we're wanting to invite in today. Helpful spirits only.
Fun little fact. Wormwood is what absinthe is made out of. So
yeah.
If you want to distill that and make a tincture, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Please let us know if anyone's done that. I would love to know.
I would too.
I don't know if it's the alcohol or a mixture of that and the magic, but I'm feeling it.
Oh, I'm feeling tingly. I don't know if that's because I can't breathe in this corset or what.
It's the
All right.
They're very powerful scents.
I think it's all of the above, hey?
All the
Yes.
above.
Okay, so we also have mugwort. So that is what Nina is, the evil angel is using for psychic receptivity, and also cinnamon for which is very spiritual, okay? Really good for healing, and it also amplifies psychic power. I don't have cinnamon today, but I do have it in my blend here. So then we have some corn flour. So I am using corn flour here, this lovely blue flour. So this is just for peace and calm, okay? Just to open up again that receptivity, peacefully, calmly being open to the messages that we need to hear at this time. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, spirits. All right. And that is our herbs. So we have our setup here. Now we want to light our candle and our incense.
Okay. Light it now.
Light the candle now. And I'm going to repeat this chant while our candles are getting going.
Okay. Here we go.
Through this light, I seek to see messages waiting. Come to me. Open my heart, open my mind. Spirit's wisdom here to find. You can light some incense now as well. Now you can see this is not quite ready, okay? I'm going to use it today. It'll be fine. But I just want you guys to know when you're using your own charcoal disc, it's ready when the entire thing is gray, okay? And you can see how long that took. It wasn't just lighting it straight away and using it. So let's put in. There we go.
I know.
Now-
Brittany's over here writing in a fucking corset.
All right, you guys, when you're ready, it's time to write your petition. So what you want on this paper, this is just to get specific for you, okay? What is it that you're seeking clarity on? Who is it that you're wanting to, contact, that kind of thing. If you don't have anything specific, just say a message I need to hear, something like that, leaving it open.
Speak the words too, yeah.
But you can get specific if you like. It's up to you. You can also create a sigil instead, if you would prefer. When you're done, you want to place the paper, if you can, under the candle, okay? If not, to the side is fine. It's not a big deal. Okay. Everyone's written their petition.
Yes.
Yes.
Now we want our psychic oil again. And I actually might just put this up without burning my hair. Fabulous. Okay, so get a little bit more oil. And you want to anoint your third eye. Okay, right here in the middle of your forehead. And your heart. And as you do that, feel them opening, okay? Imagine them opening, see them opening up to the light of the messages that are coming, okay? And you can say, I am open, I am ready, the message shall come steady.
I am open, I am ready, the message.
Now allow your candle to burn as you continue focusing on receiving guidance. And our final chant. The portal opens, the way is clear. The message flows, drawing near. My heart and mind are open. Spirit's truth, my trusted guide.
Now we will do our invocation. On this sacred night, with a veil so thin, I call to the spirits, the ancestors, and the kin. With love and truth, we seek your grace. Come to us now in this, our sacred space. Spirits of Samhain, wise and true, we open our hearts to hear from you. Through time and space, across this divide, come forth with truth and be our spirit's guide. Protect this circle, it's pure and bright. Only those who walk in love may walk with us this night. Show us the way, the wisdom we seek, through silence and whisper. Our voices that speak. With reverence, we shall listen. With gratitude.
Our sacrifice is a little bit. Did you guys drop?
Our sacrifice partook of the wine, okay?
With reverence, we listen. With gratitude, we stand. Guided by spirits, we take your hands as a veil ends on this Samhain night. We walk with
Somebody
you.
drugged the sacrifice a little too much tonight.
With peace and fright. Okay.
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. Praise all the spirits. The circle has been cast. We have opened the ritual. Okay. Sorry, I literally have such a head rush of alcohol and I feel like so lightheaded. I'm assuming it's spirit and I just feel so giggly right now and I don't know why.
I love that. Go with it because we are in circle, like you said. So,
True.
Like my feet are numb. That's how I feel.
wow.
Okay. So the circle has been cast. We are in ritual. So if you guys have any questions, we want to chat. I know someone had said earlier in the chat, this is really different. This is very different. We've never done this before, but we wanted to do a ritual for Samhain. So here we are. And yes, Kayla Marie, that is correct. Someone should write a spell to lower the rent. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull a card. Serafina, if you want to start with what deck you're going to read from.
Well, of course, the Queen of the Damned comes prepared. Tarot of the Vampires. Yes, got to represent.
Yes. And Hal, what will you be reading from this evening?
Okay, I am reading from 2 decks this evening. I have the Earth and Bone Oracle here, and I have the Tarot of the Abyss.
Beautiful. I will be reading from the Dark Mirror Oracle. I also decided that I will be pulling from a deck that Brittany got me a while ago. And I haven't used in a while. Miss Madame's Victorian Oracle. The which one?
I forgot about that.
Pulling from that as well. Evil Angel, what will you be reading from this evening?
Everyday Witch Tarot.
Yes.
And I have 2 oracles. The Urban Crow Oracle. And then I also have Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle.
I love that one.
Lovely.
I haven't used this one yet. This will be fun.
Oh, so first time. So I did want to make this known. You guys have entered circle with us, so we'd ask for you to stay. This is our ritual. Our circle is cast. So we are here to speak with spirit, whether that's spirit guides, ancestors, whatever it is. We're going to pull some cards. This is still going to be a normal episode. We're going to have fun and laugh and drink and everything. My candle is going crazy over here, by the way, my flame.
Mine is
so we're having some activity over here. But if you guys have any questions or you want any card pulls, we ask that you put it in caps and put it in the chat and can continue to talk. If you guys have done the ritual, if you guys have put all the ingredients together, we'd love to hear about that. But to get us started, okay, so a couple people have asked this. So in every ritual, there are witches and there is a sacrifice. I am the sacrifice. So I am Sarah Good. I was just an innocent woman, and these three cunts murdered me in the name of the devil. And so I am the sacrifice. Okay, I'm the sacrifice. That's what the blood's for. They stabbed me. They slit my throat. But before they finish me off, I have to help them with magic because I'm the only real witch here. So they need me for that. Someone said, "When is this show ever normal?" Never. Okay, so.
True.
That's what
There's
makes it fun.
I do want to also say, and anybody can pipe up whenever they want, that whoever, if you ask a question of spirit or anything, whoever wants to pull will pull. So don't take a specific request. We're going to follow spirit. We are in the circle. Let's sit in that energy and let's communicate. Let's communicate. The veil is thinning. Let's do this. So
I just wanted to quickly say too, if you've got a specific question, you can pop that in, or if you'd like a general reading, you can also say a general. Yeah.
Yes, please do. And we will be here till 10:30 or so. So please sit, marinate in the energy, soak it up. We have all of our candles lit. Let's sit in this space together. So who would like to pull a card first? Any take.
In typical wine and witchcraft fashion, nobody speaks.
Okay, let me shuffle here. So
All right, I
Debbie
just
wants
had the
the general.
magician jump out for us.
Okay.
The magician. Okay. So I think there's something here about setting intention. Okay. I think that's something that's really important. You can have the insight that you're asking for this season. Okay. I'll say, put your, like, align with that. A lot of people have this thing where they're like, I'm not really sure it's true, or I don't really believe, or I'm not good enough, or this kind of stuff. Be in that alignment and you will get that, you will receive what it is that you're asking.
Beautiful. We have someone who is skyclad. We have a bunch of people writing general, so I did star them, so I'll read them off as we get to those, okay? Okay, I'm going to pull from the oracle here, unless the evil angel or the queen of
No,
the
it's
damned
so hard. Like, we're in character here. Stop calling us by our real names. It's embarrassing.
I know. And who am I? I'm nothing. I'm the sacrifice.
Yeah, you are nothing.
You are nothing.
So who is the first general?
So the first general, well, I did want to say, so I just pulled a card just for the feelings of the energy right now. And I pulled the lady, and it's talking all about inner strength and believing in who you are, which I think is super important when we're talking about the thinning of the veil and contacting the spirit realm. I think so many of us just doubt ourselves. We don't want to follow our intuition. We don't feel like we have the power to do so. So I think this is a good card to just remind us that we have the strength, we have the spiritual connection to do it. We just we can't live in fear, right? We can't live in fear. I think that's important just across the board in today's society to not live in fear. But, you know, I think that that's a beautiful message for the general energy going on right now. Britt, the Queen of the Damned, did you have anything you wanted to add, or Evil Angel?
I actually pulled the Queen of Scepters, which goes along pretty well. It's all about being reflective, having the willpower, being passionate, and having the desire to move forward, being captivating, healthy, transforming your life, and being independent. So the Queen of Scepters is a self-confident and enthusiastic in her passions. So as you can tell there, she's very slutty. She's a little slut, okay?
Yeah.
But she knows what she wants, bitch.
And that's what's important.
That's what's important.
That's
Mine
definitely a
goes along
theme
with
so
it, too.
far.
Yes, mine goes along with it too. I pulled the fear card. So it's time to let go of your fears. Be confident. Go for that thing you've always wanted to do and you've just been scared to do. You know, be confident and you can succeed, but you can't if you just hold back. So let go of the fear.
Beautiful. Okay, so the first general goes to Debbie Dunaway. So if anybody feels the need to pull or wants to pull for her, go ahead and take a pull.
All right, I've got one for you, Debbie. We have the Serpent card for you here. So the keywords on this card are rebirth, unconventionality, and non-conformity. So I think there is a need here, my love, to break out of the patterns, okay? Your life has been traveling along in a certain way, and it's now time to shake things up, okay? It's a new season, a new time. You will probably already know maybe in what areas. I would recommend spiritually, this is the thing, because of the season and kind of the theme of the show today, right? Why we're here in this space. But this can certainly be in all other areas of your life. Okay. So if there's things you've been wanting to try or whatever that is, I want to encourage you to bring those new things in. I also want to encourage you, if you're perhaps feeling a little unsure about this message, a good way to actually get things moving when you're feeling unsure is literally to clean out a space. As above, so below. It's so basic, it's so simple, but it gets that energy moving, okay? So we want to be doing things in a different way. Shift your environment around, do new activities, hang out with new people, go to a new place. There is some new information coming to you through doing that.
That's so beautiful, and that fits right with what I did. I pulled from the Dark Mirror Oracle, and I pulled the card Peaceful Among the Thorns. You've become too complacent. It's time to step out of your environment, time to step out of where you're comfortable. Listen to what you're hearing. Listen to what's inside, not what is, not going to challenge you. That's the thing, right? None of us want to be challenged. We all want to sit in our little bubble and be comfortable and be happy and know what we're going to do, go to work, come home, sit down, everything's good. But sometimes it's good to step out of our comfort zone, right? Because our comfort zone doesn't always push us forward. It just leaves us stagnant. So if you want to move forward, you want to learn new things, you want to progress in life, whatever it is you're looking for, you have to step out of the thorns, out of the own kind of grave that you've built for yourself to see the world in a different light.
That's really funny because I got the Four of Grails. So it looks like he's satisfied, right? He's drinking his blood, doing his thing, whatever. But this actually represents that he's too comfortable in doing the same old shit. And this represents fermentation through richness towards what they're used to. They're asking for the germination of a deeper emotion and inner spiritual truth. So that's all about getting out of your comfort zone as well.
Mm-hmm. And I pulled 2 cards. Yes, I pulled 2 cards.
Yes.
The commitment card and the Emperor. So it's time to boss up. It's time to take charge. It's time to follow through with all of your commitments. Maybe make that to-do list and get it done. And if you need to help, have people help you, delegate things to them if it's a big goal you have in mind. But it's time to take charge and be a boss. And for some reason, I'm getting a hit that maybe you're interested in astrology. I don't know if you've been thinking about taking that class, do it.
Beautiful. Okay. Next, we have Dream M. We have a lot of general. We have some more specific ones coming. So if anyone feels the need to draw for Dream M, go ahead and pull a card. I think I'll pull from this deck. I don't know. I feel like Dream M is at a crossroad. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I see a crossroad. I don't know. I don't know why.
I've got some cards. Shall I go first?
Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, so yours jumped right out, Dream M. So we have the Rider card here, which you can't see too well. Rider. And the Key. Sorry, I apologize. It's not really showing very well. So here with the Rider, we have movement, quick decisions, and progress. And then we have the Key, which is inner calling, clarity, and intention. And I'm taking on what Justin said, feeling of the crossroads. Like I kind of felt like when you said it, I was like, oh, okay, yep, I see that. So perhaps there is I'm wondering if there's a need to make quick decisions, or if there's a feeling of a need to make quick decisions at this time. With this other card here, I feel like with the key, I feel like Spirit's really calling you to go within and seek clarity first. So I know that it can be so hard, like when we need that clarity on a particular thing, like on some life thing that's happening, it can be so difficult when it's not coming through. But when we stress out and like tense up about the fact that we don't have clarity, it blocks the clarity. Like we can't get any messages coming through that way either. Yeah. So potentially, depending on what else comes up in this reading, I feel that there is a need to try and release that a little. Like, I'm okay right now. Kind of take stock of your surrounds of where I'm okay, and go in and ask for that clarity, okay? Because there is a something within. There's more info coming.
Beautiful. You know, that's right. I pulled the teacup, and the teacup is all about taking time for replenishment. Okay, sometimes making decisions in haste are the way to go. Sometimes it's just our perspective. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just the way we're viewing the situation where we feel like we have to rush it. Sit down, take a cup of tea, metaphorically, and evaluate the situation. Really look at your options. Don't rush into anything. Take the time. Replenish yourself. Focus on what's really there. Don't lie to yourself. This is just intuitively what I'm feeling. Don't convince yourself of something that you know is not true. Okay, that doesn't benefit you. Really sit in truth. When you're by yourself and alone in your head, you know the truth. Sit with that before you make your decision.
Yes, that goes with mine. I got insight. So while you're having your cup of tea, maybe you want to do some meditation. You want to see things from a new perspective and take your time. And it might even be someone around you that might give you insight on a situation. Because then I pulled 7 of Wands. So maybe whatever situation you're in, you need to stand up for yourself, or you need to tell people to back off, or fight for what you believe in. So yeah, think things through meditation, through tea, through calm, relaxation, through yoga, whatever it is that you do. And then go for it and stand up, and don't let anybody push their opinions or push their whatever, push a situation on you. Don't allow it. You're strong.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Can I just quickly say something? I've seen a couple of comments in the chat about these spell candles, you guys. Okay, so yes, I think the energy's off the hook tonight because my flame's massive as well. Just candle safety, people, okay? Make sure nothing's above it. Make sure nothing's too close. If you're using dried herbs, yes, it's going to light on fire even more. So you can separate the herbs from the candle itself, or just let it all burn as long as it's safe, okay? That's all I want to mention.
Beautiful.
I put my herbs around the outside of my plate.
Me too. I did also. So Kayla Marie commented, and she's not the only person that commented. If you guys have your bottle, what are you guys drinking tonight? I will start. I am drinking. It's so dark in here, and I have this fucking mask on. I can't see shit. I am drinking Apothic Crush, a soft red blend.
Ooh.
Okay, whoever wants to go next can go.
I am dreaming. I'm dreaming and drinking. Bride of Frankenstein, 19 Crimes, a red blend.
Yes.
It's really good. It's very smooth.
Beautiful.
I am drinking, I don't know. I got it today because it looked, dark and like blood, which I like.
That's how it's
It's called The Big Red Monster. And it's very medieval looking. And I love the back. And this is what sold me on it. It said, "Slay it." Yes.
Yes.
So that's what sold me on that wine.
Love that. Well, I am letting the team down. I am not aesthetically in the right moment here. I have water. So colorful and fun. And I have my favorite coffee mug.
Yeah.
Drinking
well, you're not alone.
Too early.
You and Margaret are drinking water, and that's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We're boring, but you know.
Oh gosh. Okay, we have some whiskey drinkers.
Ooh, Leslie's
witch's
drinking that
brew.
witch's brew I told you about. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I tried to find it, but they don't have it on the East Coast. Okay.
Now, I did want everybody, if you are watching right now, please put a heart or your favorite emoji in the chat right now. I think people have taken what we're doing really seriously, which you should, because we're in ritual, but we are still wine and witchcraft. Okay, we're still trash. So go
It's time to
ahead.
get trashy.
We're still trash. So go ahead and put in your favorite emoji, chat with us. Let's keep going. Debbie's also having water. I'm not surprised.
Good to be hydrated.
Remember, change it up,
Stay
Debbie.
hydrated. Yes. Okay. So the next one, we have this one in another general. So pink witch crystals. I'm going to pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle.
Really hard for me to see.
I know. I'm like,
We are suffering for our craft tonight, you guys.
We are.
So I don't know who Pink Witch Crystal is.
She is my friend Leslie.
Oh,
Okay.
hello,
Here in
Leslie.
Vegas. Yes.
Well, welcome to the show.
Well, I got the Two of Grails. Oh, little sexy steamy get going on there, little sexy. Okay, and this one's about the energy of emotion, receptive love, and harmony. The message of the Two of Grails is the union of opposites through love and affliction. So this is asking you to reach in and accept that love that you may not be thinking about. So get in there. Ooh, little sexy.
Have sex with yourself.
I got something very similar, which was
time.
interesting, because I was going to say something, but then Nina said, well, the evil angel said she knew you. But I'm just going to be honest. I felt delusion. I felt a little delusion feeling. And artificial heart is what I pulled. And this is about not letting yourself get tied up in specifications. Don't allow yourself to get lost in the details, I think is the meaning of this card. Don't get lost in the details of whatever it is, whether it's it says heart, but everyone says heart and they think love. That doesn't mean loving somebody else. That could mean loving yourself, loving a hobby, loving a craft, loving, love
or it could be just having a massive orgy and you really need some sexy time.
It absolutely could. But I think, and especially in today's society, don't get caught up in the specifications of your desire. Allow that desire to be raw and unadulterated, and just feel it and enjoy it and push forward in whatever it is, whether it's sexual or not. I'm just saying in general, just allow yourself to let go of your inhibitions and feel whatever it is, and don't get caught up in the details.
Get sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Brittany wants you to have sex.
She really wants you to.
Sex helps everything.
It does. Have you got some cards there, Evil Angel?
Yes, I do. I pulled two. I pulled the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups. And I think this does have to go through, it's about what you've gone through recently. You lost a fur baby, and I think you might have been stressing either before your fur baby died or afterwards. Did I do enough? Did I do it right? Could I have done better? Because, I think that about my Maggie. And was it the right time? I guess it was the right time, But then the Ace of Cups, your fur baby knew how much you loved them. And you're surrounded by family and loved ones, and you may even bring a new kitty into the home and give that kitty some love. So don't stress. Don't worry. Your baby knew how much you loved.
This is really
insightful.
to me to see these reflections here. So I pulled cards right at the start. I got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so there's definitely a theme here. And the Stand, and look at the artwork on this, which is courage, determination, and fearlessness. There's a kitty.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, this is reflecting everything that the others have already said, like completely. This is obviously a deeply emotional, really difficult time. But I think the cards are also letting you know that, you know, you can get through this. You're going to get through this, to be with yourself and give yourself whatever you need at this time. You don't have to be whatever. You know, sometimes when we're in the grieving process, we're like, oh, I should be this, or I shouldn't be feeling this, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, allow your process to be whatever it needs to be. And I mean, I think so too. I think there might be a new kitty. You know, and certainly this might be something, maybe you might be interested in actually connecting with your cat spiritually beyond. So some people will work with them as familiars. That might be something that you're interested in doing. So that's an option as well.
Absolutely beautiful. Yes. Hey, you can't, it's very hard to not have regrets or to live in the what if.
Right.
But you can't live in the what if. You have to know that you made the right decision. You made the best decision.
But
And
you
there's
also
only
out of love
you.
too. You know,
Yes.
that's when that kind of card came in. You made it out of love, no matter what the situation may have been. You know, there's love there, and that's why you have that love card.
We all pulled that card, didn't we? We all pulled a card for that. So
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And good sex.
And good
And
sex.
good sex.
And good sex helps the grieving process, honestly.
It does.
It has to be good sex. Shitty
It
sex.
helps everything.
I've been around for
I would-
3,000 years. I've had some shitty sex, okay?
I went to specifications from her sex, and then we were whores. They were emotional. Okay, all together, basically, you are beautiful. You are amazing. Don't get caught up in the details. You made the right choice for you and for your fur baby, and you're a beautiful person. That's the takeaway, which I think
And
is
she is
gorgeous.
Well, if
strong.
she knows the evil angel, she has to be a good person.
She is.
Although the evil angel probably steered her towards temptation, so then there is that as well.
Of course.
Let's not look too close.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Yep, there you go.
Right? Okay. Honey Paul would like a general.
Oh my god, what is up with this suit? I keep on pulling. There's someone's trying to tell me
Oh
something.
my God, that's beautiful.
That is
Stunning.
really beautiful. I love that.
You got heart, my love, which is emotional awakening, intuition, and following your heart. So, I mean, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Like, we're opening up these psychic senses today. We've done heart, right? And third eye. So it's just about following that stuff. And you're already a witch. You already know this. So just as a reminder to get into those witchy feels, okay? And just instinct, babe. That's what we're doing this Samhain.
All right, I got the 3 of Grails. We get a threesome going on here. We get some sexy time, okay? We get a threesome, honey. Sexy time for you, honey. No, this card is indicating that we must offer support, affection, and love to more than just one person. So spread it. Spread the herpes, honey.
Oh. Got it.
Let's get 100% of the population. Come on.
Well, I pulled the candle, which is all about following the light within and knowing you made the right choice. You have the knowledge. So I think these other 2 ladies have already hit on this. I'm not sure what the evil angel is going to say. She pulled a card, but you know the truth. Follow the light. Do you? Your intuition is strong. Don't doubt it. You know the witchy shit. Okay. Light a candle, pour some blood on it, and let the magic happen. Okay.
Oh, and I guess because I'm an evil angel, I just keep pulling some heavy cards. So if I can see it. Okay. Yes, I pulled the 5 of Cups.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
you may have had a loss of some kind in your life, whether it's a friendship, a relationship. It could even be a job situation, some kind of a loss that weighs heavy on you. Hopefully no one died, but if they did, that's a heavy loss too. So take your time, heal. It's okay to grieve, work through that grieving process, whatever the situation might be. And just remember that there's something really good waiting for you. Those 2 cups, you don't see them behind you, and they're full. They're full of emotions and love and caring and all the good stuff. So take your time and work through the process of whatever loss, if you had one, that you may be going through or you recently went through. And just remember there's something really good waiting for you. You'll get through it. I don't know if that resonated, but that's what I got.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Beautiful.
And maybe you want to go to the beach because she was on the beach. So take a trip to the beach.
So Hal went to, I think, go pee. So we're just gonna chit chat a little bit. How is everybody feeling? I'm feeling very lightheaded tonight, I have to say.
You know, I'm feeling buzzed, and I've only had 2 sips of wine. So
I can't feel myself because I'm in this corset as tight as freaking can be.
you're losing circulation.
But I'm already dead, so doesn't really
Trish
matter
is here.
anyway. Now,
Hello,
does it?
Trish. Hello.
Hi, Trish.
Well, my flame is going crazy.
Yeah.
To say the least, which I think is a very good sign for the activities
It is.
that we're currently facing.
Mine was, but now I'm not really sure. I mean, this is a candle that I, created myself because I'm a little bit of a candle maker. And
I
mine
love
is,
your candles.
kind of a steady flame thing going on here. Nothing too crazy, honey.
Honey.
I do love the nail tech voice. My favorite.
So Jennifer said she is feeling the magic tonight, honey.
Yes.
Let's do, Faye of the Forest has a more specific question. Okay, I love this. If you guys have specific questions or ancestor questions, I do want to let me just also say, we're not professional readers, but we are reading because we are still in circle. Don't forget, we are still in circle. We have not released yet. So we're still sopping up that magic, honey. The spirits are still with us. Whoever you called in at home, we are holding space for them. So we're sitting there. Faye of the Forest said, could you all do a pool for will I get communication from my mom?
Ooh, the card I just pulled, honey.
Will I get communication? Okay, that's kind of a yes or no, but I feel like we're going to kind of elaborate a little bit more. I'm going to pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle because I feel like we need some heaviness in this scenario.
There is heaviness, at least with my card, there's some heaviness.
In my card, it's very heavy.
Oh,
right,
God.
here we go. It's starting.
Whoever wants to start can start.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna have to.
I don't like this card.
I know.
I'm gonna have to read a little bit from this because it is. I can't intuitively read this card because it's so thick. Let's put it that way. So this is the 8 of Knives. Okay, it's thick. The air is thick with this one. So when the 8 of Knives appears, we may be feeling restricted or held down. Something is on hold. Something is in the way. The veil may not be thin enough for her to come through. Our movement is blocked. This may mean that we are forced to wait for developments outside our direct control. It could be that you're waiting for something that's not in its right time and place at this present time. We may be feeling powerless or relentless. There still may be a lot of grief there. So it may be difficult to see through the veil. I don't know if you've ever seen the Ghost Whisperer? Yeah, the Ghost Whisperer, where Jim dies and she can't, the veil is there, but she can't see through it because there's so much grief blocking. She can't see the other. He's there and he's screaming at her to the other side of the veil, but she can't see him or hear him because there's so much grief in the way blocking that veil. The Eight of Knives can also indicate that we are feeling great pressure. Like you think you should be able to see her, hear her, and she should be able to come through. So I think with this specifically, these chains that you see are on your own. This is your own doing. So I think that you need to do some work there to be able to see on the other side of that veil. She may be there, but you may not be able to see her and feel her because of what's blocking your way. So that's what I got.
So I pulled from the Dark Mirror Oracle. So I think that there's a lot of complexity to this relationship. Is what I'm getting.
Yes.
And I think that there's a specific reason why she's asking if she will get communication, because I think that there are elements of this relationship, obviously, that we're not going to talk about publicly, but elements of this relationship that maybe lean into why she hasn't communicated. And this isn't to place blame on anything. I'm just giving you a general synopsis of the card and kind of intuitively what I'm feeling. And when I'm drunk, I trust my intuition more. So that's where we're at. So the card that I pulled is the child I was meant to be, which I think will speak to her. I'm assuming. I'm just going to be blunt. You know, the truth is you can't go forward without going back.
Right.
That's just what it is. You cannot move forward past whatever it is you're going through or whatever hang up you feel, maybe whatever regret it is. You're going to have to address that for yourself, whatever you're feeling in yourself, in your own experience, before spirit communication is going to become fruitful. If that resonates with you. You know, the beautiful thing about spirit work is once these people have passed on, they're in a different plane, right? They've crossed the veil, the threshold, whatever. They become more enlightened than they were when they were alive. And sometimes a lot of the blockage that we face in connecting with our ancestors is us on the physical realm because of whatever trauma we faced. So maybe we need to work through that before communication will happen. She's laughing, so I'm hoping that means she's resonating with that. That makes sense.
Good luck.
Or some shadow work there for sure.
Yes, shadow work is a great idea, especially.
There's something going on there. But you know, here's my philosophy. You know, people believe that Jesus died and rose 3 days later. People believe that spirits speak to us. So I think anything is possible. So for my portion, I'm going to leave you with that.
Okay, well, that goes right along with my card. I think it was a painful ending. Losing your mother created huge grief and loss, and just like you were stabbed in the heart. It was such a painful ending. And I think you are maybe possibly dwelling on the negative or dwelling on how much you miss her. And she doesn't want you to feel that way. I have the 10 of Swords. And to me, that's a very painful ending.
Yes.
Yeah. She wants you to let go of that.
Now. Wow.
You know, let go of that, and it'll lighten your heart, and it'll make you more open to communication. And if she does communicate with you, I think she's going to tell you to let go of the grief and to live your life and be happy. And you'll see her again on the other side. Yep. Absolutely. But this isn't easy to go through. This is no joking around. That's some heaviness, you know. So sending love.
And of course, my card reflects, because we are so in the energies today, aren't we, people? The Stand came out again.
Oh my God, again.
Wow. So, but I feel like that perfectly reiterates, like I feel like we got the message from Justin and Brittany coming through here. Your proper names, I don't know, they're not on the screen right now. Whatever. And this just just bringing that home. So again, the keywords here are courage, determination, and fearlessness. So moving through this time, like with your vision on okay, it's like being able to be present in what is right now, but also with the vision on what you're moving towards, right? In the future as well. So there is that there, like, what do I want? Let's go for that. It's like stand in your witchhood. I really feel that for you.
Yes. She's saying yes, perfect sense. Wow. So
Okay.
I think we hit the nail on the head, which is good.
It's good.
I never know. I just read the energy that I'm feeling from the card.
Yeah, me too.
Same. Hello. Welcome to the show. I don't know if you've ever been here before. Yeah, I feel more intuitively inclined when I have alcohol in my system. And so I'm feeling much more.
Well, you know, I've read many different books, you know, through my 3,000 years of life that have talked about, you know, that we've done even a show on, you know, being inebriated or using different kinds of substances to tap into that. And alcohol is one of them. It helps your kind of ambition, kind of your brain kind of shut off from that, all that bullshit, and you just get clear messages. So, I mean, alcohol helps. It totally does.
I like, for me, tipsy is nice. Like I've done it before where I've tried beyond them. I just can't. Like I'm too.
Oh, no. You definitely get to buzz. Keep that buzz playing.
Buzz is very nice.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we have another general, and then after this we have more specific questions. So right, Margaret general.
Is Margaret new to the show? I don't think I've seen her beautiful.
Margaret, are you new?
I know Margaret.
I don't recognize your name, Margaret. Margarita.
I'm sure the Dark Angel knows who Margaret is.
No, I don't.
No, she's mine. You're not listening.
Oh, she's yours.
Yeah. She's your horn? She's your horn, Hell? Okay.
She's one of my... Well, what does Hell have? Does she have minions? I don't know.
I don't know, but I've sent many of my people down to you. Okay.
Well, I will say this. He is new. And if anybody is here that's new, old, whatever, please, I did pin the Discord. Go follow the Discord. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This is our 5th and final season. We've been doing this for 5 years. So please join us on our final year and let's hit 1,000 subscribers. Margaret says she's a minion.
Love it.
Okay, who wants to go first? Hal, I think it would be appropriate for you to go first if you pulled a card.
All right. I do have a card. Let me just see if a second one wants to come out. This deck's not very chatty today. All right. We have Adversary. Oh, she kind of looks like me. With
God.
Okay. So this is hard work, diligence, progress. We also have the 10 of Cups here, okay? So I feel, my love, that there is like real fulfillment. The things that you've been wanting, working towards, like are not that far away. There is this period of time where you are going to need to sweat a bit. So there is perhaps habits that you need to, I assume you already have them in place. I feel like this is like a journey that started already, you know, like we're in the middle of this. So keep on going is the message that I'm hearing. Be diligent, and it doesn't have to be giant, you know, huge activities and things like that, like little tiny daily habits, you know, that build towards whatever, you know, this card is representing, that wish of yours. Just little things, okay, putting those in. But this is a time to be diligent. But the other word in here is progress. So I think you are seeing progress now, or you're about to see that progress come as well. And certainly you will actually be progressing as you put in that work, okay? Do the 10 of Cups. Fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, all the awesome things, right?
Love it.
Beautiful. I have to echo that. I pulled the colorless angel from the Black Mirror Oracle.
My buddies.
I feel like you think it's better to just go through things and just not have any difficulties. And you have to put in the work to reap the rewards, right? It's not better to feel nothing than to feel pain. Okay, that's what I even looked at the guidebook because I'm like, let me make sure I'm on point with this.
What a fucking sentence. I disagree in my feels, but I thank you. I feel like that's for me too.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, some feeling, okay, I don't want to be virtue signaling or say that pain is gain or anything like that, because that's all bullshit. But sometimes walking through the fire does benefit us. And that can be a controversial thing to say. Maybe that's a hot take, but sometimes you have to walk through the flames to reap the reward, even though it's not fun. So the easy way out doesn't always give you the best benefit. Sometimes you have to put in a little bit more. And I don't think you're lazy. I'm literally looking at your profile picture here. I don't get the sense that you're lazy. I think that you are somebody who compartmentalizes and out of sight, out of mind is what I'm seeing from you. Don't be a colorless angel. Be bright, be beautiful, live your best self. There's something about you that's special. There is. So keep that in mind.
I'm going to go last. So Evil Angel, if you want to go, because mine is the ending of what the whole reading is going to be, because the card I drew. So go ahead, Evil Angel.
Lovely. I picked two. I feel like you might be going through some challenges. It could be in an environment with other people. I don't know if that's work or a group you belong to or something. There might be some challenges, maybe some things that you just don't see eye to eye on, that you think that maybe you want to do it your way and not somebody else's way. And maybe there's some disagreements, or there could be some kind of competition going on in a situation around you. Because I pulled the 5 of Wands. And it looks like little disagreements, or maybe, people arguing or
too many chefs in the kitchen.
Yes. And who wants to lead? Everybody wants to lead. But then the second card I pulled is you need to work your mystical self. Work your magic, girl. Mystical. And look at that. That's beautiful.
I love that deck.
Yeah. So maybe you want to do some more of your own individual practices if you practice, or you want to work on your own on certain things because you want to do it the way that you feel is right. So, yeah, just work it, girl. You can do it. Be magical. Work your spells.
So the funny thing about the three of you naughty bitches is you're telling her to work it, bitch. Mm-hmm. Well, my card tells me that she's going to work it, bitch.
All right. Yeah. Go out on her own and do something fabulous.
She's going to work it, bitch. Mm-hmm. But what's going to happen is she's going to get exhausted. Okay. She is going to work her little fucking heart out. And this card is basically telling her to rest. So you're going to go get it. You're going to get it and you're going to get it good, but it's going to wear the fuck out of you. But all the lessons that you've learned through this whole entire little journey, this little mini series that you're going through here is going to give you time to consolidate your inner resource, reevaluate your agenda, refocus, and spend some time on you at the end because you're going to work it, bitch, as Britney Spears said. And yes, I know her.
Love it.
Beautiful.
There's a couple of tarot questions in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got here Victor's asking, are the cards a mirror of the card reader's soul? My personal take on this is it really depends on the reader. I think you can connect with them in that animistic way, and that's really powerful. For me, I think I switch between. I do use a lot of animism in my life and see it as like there is a spirit of this deck, but I also switch out of that too. Like I'm not always like that. So for me, I guess a little chaotic in that way. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, I kind of agree with that sentiment. I do mostly pulling for myself. I don't really read for others. Well, that's why you see me use the guidebook as I read through. I'll kind of read a card intuitively, and then I have to lean on this a little bit for a little bit of insight because I'm not one that reads for others. I always read for myself mostly. But I have to say, everybody has kind of a different take on where it all comes from. And I know like a lot of people, I think the three of you all knock on your deck before you?
Sometimes.
I don't, which is really weird because it's totally something that I would do. But I don't. But I just feel sometimes it's kind of, I'll be sitting here with a fan of cards, right? And my hands will just kind of be drawn. I'll just be closing my eyes and I'll pick a card out. And I'll be going like this, but then something tells me in my little head, put it back. It's the one next to that one. Like it's weird. It's like a weird intuition that comes in my head, and I'll be picking a card out. And nope, it's the one next to that. I'm like, oh, my bad. So there's something speaking in that time when you get in that right kind of mind frame that speaks to you. Whether it's your subconscious, it's spirit. It's weird when you have that deck that you connect with, right? But I kind of agree with that kind of sentiment, you know?
I just want to quickly say too, that intuition thing can really scare some people. It's so subtle. If you practice for 10 years, like you'll start getting it. You know what I mean? Like it's just so, because you're like, is it me? Is it my, you know, but after a while you start to trust it. And it just, you can talk about it like that. You hear witches talking about it all the time. You're like, oh my God, these people are so amazing. It's like, everyone has that ability.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone does.
Yeah, we all do. And there was a time when I thought tarot cards were foo-foo. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm like, well, US Games made this, so how could it possibly be magical? It's not about who printed the fucking deck. It's about once it became in your possession, it connected, like straws just connected from your soul to that deck. That's why a lot of people sleep with their deck underneath their pillow. They'll stage it. They'll spend time with it. They'll connect with it. And there are some decks that you buy that you get nothing. You get no feels out of, and you rehome them or sell them off or whatever. It's not every deck is meant for you, but you'll feel that connection. You just fall like in love, like it's the best piece of chocolate ever. Or blood.
I miss chocolate.
Yeah, I have probably close to, oh gosh, almost 70 decks, I think, Oracle and Tarot. And I choose different ones for different situations, for different people. But I do connect more to some than others. And it's all the artist and the artwork, really. Because I'll see in the same tarot deck, or I'm sorry, in different tarot decks, the same card will bring out different feelings for me, or little intuitive hits, or a lot of times I hear songs in my head with certain cards. And that's how I read and relate. And maybe the song lyrics of that song mean something to the person that I'm reading for. So I just go with it, go with the flow, whatever deck I'm
Dark
on.
Angel, you said you had how many decks total, did you say?
Oh, I don't want my husband to hear me. Almost 70. Shh.
Do you like hide them if he doesn't know? Because I know he knows where your stuff is.
Oh, well, one day he started just counting the ones I have over here in my altar. And then, there's a bunch in all these stacked book boxes and in the other room. And oh, yeah.
And he's like, what is happening here? Were these those charges on my credit card? See, that's why you're an angel, girl.
Yeah. I'm a bad influence. Go buy more decks. No, okay. It's okay if you only have one deck, even.
Yeah. Absolutely. You don't have to be gifted your very first deck.
And you don't. That is no. Because otherwise you'll be waiting forever. But even if you have just that one deck and that resonates with you, that's all you need. That's all you need.
Pagan.
Segway.
We have segued.
I think you had too much ritual wine.
Segue. No, I don't even feel drunk. I just feel a little tipsy.
The weird thing is this blood of my enemies is 15% alcohol by volume, and I don't feel tipsy, which I think I need to drink more.
Yes.
Do that. The after party will be real fun.
So, will a new Norse heathen group I joined be the right fit for me?
Right. Pagan crafting, she's already joined it. She's already said I do, right?
Yes.
She's already in.
So I've got a couple of cards here. I can start us off if you like.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
All right, my darling. So I got, first of all, the Tower. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Anybody's favorite cards, but relax. And then we have the Three of Swords here. Now, in this deck, there's two different Three of Swords. We have the classic kind of, heartbreak Three of Swords, but this one actually focuses more on the mind part of it, learning, okay, and growing in that way. So I'll be really interested to see all the other cards that come out and how this reading comes together. But what I'm seeing here is this group is not going to be what you expected. Okay.
Oh.
Whatever it is that you think it is, it's not that. All right. For whatever reason.
You're fucked. You're
It's
fucked.
not a whole bunch of men with their ding dong sitting around.
The second part of my reading is the Three of Swords. I actually think this is going to be an amazing growth opportunity for you. So I think staying in that space, you're actually going to learn a lot. So I think, maybe let's just say you've joined this for community, right? That was your purpose. I think whatever the purpose was, it's going to be different, again, to the reason that you did, but what you're going to get from it, like there is a lot you're going to get from it. So I think just from this, 2 cards, we'll see what else comes out. I get the feeling like staying is going to be a good thing. Again, it might not be all the things that you want it to be. There might be a better group for you in future, but I do think that if you want to sit in that space, there is so much for you to learn and soak up in that space.
She's worried that they're LARPers.
LARPers? What's a LARPer?
It's like, okay, so a LARPer is like a role-playing person. Like there are LARPers that are Harry Potter LARPers. They'll take brooms and they'll go into a field and ride the brooms, like jump up and down. Like they're LARPing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, again, with this card, I do feel, okay, that they might be a little LARPerish, but there's some substance there also.
Okay. So my card is the Prince of Scepters. So it seems like he's running away, right? He's like running away. He's got a little, cross there, and he's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. This is too weird even for me. Okay. So this is all about the impulsiveness to join it. So you must have had a really impulsive decision. Either that or you thought they had large schlongs and they were all going to be naked, one or the other. His impulsive and vigorous disposition means that he always dares to go where others fear to tread. He is never afraid to experience new things or conquer greater heights in adventure. So I think that like he's running, but I think that he's running away from something or running towards something that could be adventurous and new for him. So while you may feel like, they're LARPers and I don't know, they feel kind of weird. And, the fact you even had to ask the question, it means that you're kind of like on that ledge, like, are these people for reals? But I think that stepping out into that kind of uncomfortable zone, you're going to kind of be like, actually, these people are kind of cool. Like when you get past, the LARPing or the large schlongs, one or the other. I think that you're going to have
not like large schlongs. Is that happen? Did I miss that memo?
It depends. I don't want to be ripped from stem to stern.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
fair.
And also, if I'm sucking it, I want it to be able to fit in my mouth. I'm so sorry. Okay, moving on.
Touche. So if the penis is too big, let's back up. Okay. Then run away. Run away if the schlongs are too big.
Yeah.
Run towards it if you're ready for adventure. Either way, run in one of the directions.
What a reading. Large schlongs. He's like, woohoo, I'm single.
So what I'm going to tell you is, bitch, don't stay too long. Okay? You're going to get really salty really quick. I pulled the revenge card. Okay? You're going to think that this guy's cute and he has a big dick or whatever it is you like, big, small, big balls, whatever it is you're into.
Remember, it's a heathen group.
It's a heathen group. But let me tell you something. There is no white knight, okay? You cannot make it right. No white knight, you can't make it right. Run, okay? You've already been told this. What are you still doing there? Okay, yeah, you can learn some lessons. Yeah, whatever hell had to say. What does she know? Okay? Nothing. Run while you still get out alive.
I do want you to die. I'll just let you know that. I do have a biased interest in that happening. So.
Yes, and I help a lot, but she pays me well.
Yes. While your vagina is still tight, run.
This is the weirdest fucking reading ever.
Yeah, it is. Well, I think I pulled 2 cards. I think even if you're really into it right now, it isn't going to be what you expect. And for some reason it may fall apart, or you might realize it's not for you, or something big's going to happen that you don't dig. And because I got the Tower card. So
you did as well.
Yeah,
Tower.
we both got Tower.
Yeah.
And I got run away, but hey, if you like big white dicks, you might want to stay.
And I got revenge.
Revenge. Yeah, it's going to fall apart, but use your intuition
crazy.
and maybe find a different group, maybe a divination group or a tarot group or a mediumship group, or I don't know, some other group that you're drawn to. But this one, it's going to crumble.
So everyone says run away, and I think you should soak up what you can while you're there.
Right.
And then run.
Before it falls apart.
My thing is this: don't stay while you can learn something, but don't run away. Don't think that there's a white knight in your midst.
Don't overstay.
Don't get confused. Don't get dickmatized. Okay. Don't think, oh well, yeah, he hits me, but he's so cute.
Right.
No,
Don't be
we're not doing
disillusioned.
that. Okay. At the first sign of trouble, run.
And trust me, the sacrifice would know, because we beat the living shit out of it before, you know.
I love that it's a coven question, and it's like we're talking about dicks and dudes, all right? That's what's coming through.
Dicks and dudes.
That's what's coming through. I'm just saying, don't get dickmatized. That's what I'm saying.
Who's next in the queue?
So let's see.
I think there was one from Trish up there, right? That you hearted or you liked, that favorite.
Yeah, so we only have an hour and a half, and we literally have 11 still in the thing. I'm not going to pull any more.
Only two people read or something per person.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull any more generals. I'm not going to pull. So sorry for those who put general. Let me look at these real quick. Okay,
Yes,
let's do this one. Was my traumatic experience relating to a cop last night a universal lesson, or just me being awful? What kind of lessons need to be learned from this?
Ooh, that's quite a
That's a lot. Why did I pick this one?
We're gonna do our best. It's a lot to.
So you had an incident with a cop last night. Was it a universal lesson, or was it just life being awful?
Maybe. I don't know if I would personally do traumatic experience. What are the lessons?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see what was in there.
Oh.
I'm not going to pull for this one. So that way we can maybe
Right.
read 3 or so.
Nina, are you pulling?
Sure, I'll pull.
All right, I'll get this out too.
Interesting. So I don't know if you were pulled over. I got the Chariot card. So I don't know if it was related to getting pulled over or some situation like that. But basically, this looks to me at this card, because this is a different deck. Now, because of your experience, you have a choice to make. What direction are you going to go? So I don't know what exactly happened, but I know you can move through it. And someone might be there to help you through it also, because I see the little companion. And it might be the difficult road you might have to choose. And it might
They said it was a pullover. It was a pullover.
It was a pullover. Okay, then that makes sense with the Chariot. And now, it could have something to do with losing your license or something like that, something car related. But are you going to take the easy way, or are you going to work through it and get through it right? But yeah, there's a lesson to be learned, definitely. But you're going to power through it.
I got the Queen of Skulls, and this is the cop. From what this is reading for me, she's the cop that pulled you over, and her main purpose for doing so was nourishment, healing, and for you to learn. So education. She sits on her throne, a symbol of power in the earth. So she pulled you over for you to learn something. She's the cop sitting in her throne. It wasn't malicious. It wasn't like, someone trying to make their quota. There was something to be learned here, and that's why she pulled you over.
Yes, and maybe this is going to push you in a new direction.
Yes.
Whatever that is.
For sure.
Or make a different decision than you might have before.
There was a reason. It was not a malicious thing at all.
Okay, is that all the card pulls for that reading? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next. I think we can finish these last two. Okay, I feel alone since I moved. Am I?
I'll let you guys do that one.
Okay.
I'll let you do that one too.
No, I don't think so. Nest.
Oh,
It's the card I got here. Yeah, so I don't think the keywords apply, but I actually think that there are spirits, if you will, entities, energies, perhaps, depending on your belief system and all of that, in that space that could be helpful to work with if that was something you wanted to do. This could be like spirits of the land even, okay? So not necessarily like house dwelling spirits, but certainly that as well. But yeah, I definitely don't think you're alone. I think you've got some people there with you.
you got a nest.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled Fated to Suffer. Don't get lost in these thoughts, okay? Or otherwise you're going to continue to feel alone. You're going to get in your own head here. You are not alone. They're there. Take the time. Open up. They will find you. Okay. The last card pull of the night. What does Spirit want me to know? So I'm going to ask everyone to pull a card if they will. Hello, Aradia.
Right, I got surrender. Surrender, my love. Let go, trust, and you will expand. Okay. So just laying it, what is it? Let go, let God. Okay. I know that's maybe a term that a lot of people don't like, but that's one that I kind of live by. Let goddess, whatever you want to say. But putting it on to spirit, letting go where you know you need to let go, whatever those habits or people or whatever that you have been made aware of that are not healthy for you. It's time. It's time. Let it go, surrender, and you don't have to be afraid of that loss. You are going to expand after that. Okay. Make some space for expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Okay, I pulled the Nine of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to take a load off. Enjoy yourself. You've worked hard. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Relax. Go enjoy your garden or whatever it is you like to do. If you like to be outside, enjoy that glass of wine or that mineral water that you like, whatever it is you like. But relax. Catch up on things that make you feel good. Take care of your body. It's good to take a break. And you can't keep going all the time. So that's what it wants you to take care of yourself and relax and enjoy life.
I pulled hiding your true self. Don't sit in the dark. Don't sit in the shadows. Take your time. Embrace who you are. You are beautiful. You are perfect the way you are. So there you go.
I got death.
Oh, beautiful.
And so basically what this is saying is things are going to die. Situations are going to die. Things are going to die. People are going to die. Things are going to go away. But don't dwell on this one single thing as being death, because with everything that dies, something else is going to take its place and is going to open up. So even though, this is a stunningly beautiful card, but it's scary to a lot of people. And it doesn't mean that you're going to die tomorrow and get hit by a truck. What it means is throughout your life, Spirit wants to tell you that things are going to die. It's part of the cycle. But to embrace it, because with this death is something absolutely magical and absolutely beautiful.
Yes. Not all endings are bad. Some endings are really good. Sometimes you're like, oh, thank God that's over. That struggle I've been going through. So
right.
Yeah.
I'm dead, and look how gorgeous I am.
Exactly.
So we are at 1 hour and 33 minutes. So we are going to now close and release the circle. We thank you all for your questions. I want to take a moment just to thank the spirits who have joined us in our circle this evening and the communication that we've had. Please stick with us until the end, but we are going to turn it over to the evil angel so that she can release and send us on our way.
Spirits of the unholy, the cursed and the damned, you have served us well with your fiendish forces of power. Go now back to your depths of darkness and despair. I send you back to the void of the universe, where the wicked and the cursed spirits forever roam in torment and misery. Goodbye, spirit.
Goodbye, Spirit.
Goodbye, Spirit.
Spirits of the west, unholy spirits of water, you have served us well with your flood of destruction. I release you from your servitude. I command you back to the bottom of the never-ending, dark, murky seas, to drown in your tears of sorrow and despair for all eternity. Goodbye, West.
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
West.
Goodbye, West.
Spirits of the south, unholy spirits of fire, you have served us well with your reckless fury. I release you from your servitude. I command you back to the cursed, consuming flames in a never-ending pit of misery and pain, the place where all the damned souls burn for all eternity. Goodbye, South.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, South.
Spirits of the east, unholy spirits of air, you have served us well with your icy breath. I release you from your servitude. I command you back to the cursed howling winds of never-ending fright, back into the sinister, turbulent skies, filled with suffocating fog, shrieks, and whispered lies for all eternity. Goodbye, East.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, East.
Unholy spirits of the earth, you have served us well with your brutal devastation. I release you from your servitude. I command you back to the barren and bleak wastelands, where you will crumble and fall back to dust and ash. You will lie in a nameless grave, cursed and restless for all eternity. Goodbye, North.
Goodbye, North.
I undo this ritual circle and leave this place, horns, leave this place as it was before, and it is done.
It is done.
It is done.
Thank you all for coming to Ritual. That is the episode. We will see you in November for our crafting episode. Good night.
Good night.
Goodbye.